What up, though, homies and homies? It's your homeboy Greasy Teasy, and we're back for more madness. Now, I want y'all to check something out. Listen to this real quick.
Bass. Beauty.
Okay, so I just wanted y'all to hear that. That's some of the madness that's we're going to be doing pretty soon, and it's just a small little use of some production that we're going to be doing in Volume 2, Hip Hop and Session Volume 2. As most of you know, we do more than just graphics. We do video production training, green screen, website design training, as well as music production and mixing and mastering. So what you're experiencing right now, if you came to my site because of Photoshop tutorials, you're experiencing some of the music production. Now, what we do over at todaysbeats.com, if you didn't know, we do the whole shebang, music business in session, and that's the solutions for basically everything you need to learn to basically be able to run your own company. Now, I don't know how many of you is familiar with what I do. I know that a lot of people that's been joined with me since 2000 and I think 2003 or 4, 2003, 4, 5, and 6, of course. All know that I was, teaching and training music production. But there was other skills that was required for me to really successfully run my training business. And that was the things that I was doing in the background. And I never thought to really teach and train people how to do everything. It was just the music. But, the fact of the matter is nowadays, everybody is self-sufficient. Everybody is an entrepreneur. And that's the best way to survive today. You can get a 9 to 5, and most of us, we do have 9 to 5s, except me. This is primarily what I do, and I encourage people, and I just want to say that, when you have a 9 to 5, and you have to do what you got to do, but just keep in mind that that's a fixed income when you have a 9 to 5, and you can hustle here and there a little bit, but you'll never be in a position to become an entrepreneur unless you work for yourself solely. And just think about the time and energy that you put into working for somebody else. You're helping their dreams a reality. But what about your dreams? Do you have any dreams? And if you're here, you wanted to learn something. You want to learn music. You want to learn mixing, mastering. You want some drum samples for your production. You want to learn, graphic arts. You producing mixtapes for your artists, if not yourself. And you should want to learn other things like music video production. You got to keep this in mind, fam. The things that I teach is the things that each and every last one of you can learn. I guess it's your mindset. It depends on how far you want to go. But I encourage you to learn everything. And there's nothing on this planet that you cannot learn. You can learn to be a rocket scientist if you wanted to. And we're going to talk a lot more about that in the future. But I want to train entrepreneurs. I don't just want to, I want you to become an entrepreneur. And with that, entrepreneurship comes with knowledge, and knowledge comes with studying and learning. And, just because I present it to you in a wacky, a crazy, cuckoo way, don't mean that it's not valuable. It's very valuable information. I don't have to do this. I can go somewhere. I can go to California. I can go to New York. I can go get a deal, a production deal, something with anybody, anywhere. If I presented all my material, but I choose not to. I choose to do this. This is something that I want to do. It's more empowering to me. It's one of those situations where you get more joy in giving than in receiving, and I get joy in turning a person's life around and helping them to become an entrepreneur where they can take care of their family. They can, start their own business, start their own company. It's just so many things that you can do, and I enjoy that more than capitalizing off of some record label, and they're using me for all my skills and my talent, and you know, I just think it's just more. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. So this is just something I enjoy. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that out to you real quick. And there's a few things that I wanted to run by you guys because I've been in the background and I've been developing the site and I've been tweaking and twerking a few things, but there's some new developments that's been coming up. And one of the things is, and I apologize for getting to you guys kind of late on this, but there's a few discoveries that I've discovered when I was producing some tracks and kind of looking around. And then the Memorial Day, or should I say the Memorial Day weekend event sales, I've discovered some things that was on sale, and I feel bad that I'm getting to you late because these things, if you're able to get, if you're in a position where you can make some moves and make some purchases or anything like that, there's a few things that I would recommend you get. And it had encouraged me, like, Terrence, you got some good things going on right now. You got some good devices that you was able to get for like 50% off and things like that. So it reminded me, I need to make sure that I have a product available for my people, for the super duper low lows. Just play your part. Grand Tizzle, play your part. So right now I'm running the sale, running the special. Oh, I think it might be too late for y'all. I hope it's not too late. Anyway, I discovered this here. I discovered Soft Tube Tube Tech Classic Channel. Now, there's something magical that's going on with this, man, and I hope y'all didn't miss the sale. If it's not, I promise you this. I'll tell you something. It's worth every penny to invest. Now, I already purchased it because it was 50% off, and it was regular $350, and I couldn't find a justifiable way or reason to purchase this for $350. But when I seen it on set, now I'm already familiar with tubes and compressors and things like that. And if you're not, it behooves you to learn or to pick up this item here. Let me pause this real quick. I'm gonna show you something. This right here is very important that you pick up something like this. This is the complete guide, every stage of sound fundamentals explained, plus in-depth training on equalization. Master the EQ, understanding frequencies and how frequencies work and how sound work and how waves work and how you utilize tools like this to make your sound better, to make your sounds sound better, to give your sounds a specific shingle, sparkle, sizzle. Things like this does that to your track. And I'm gonna tell you something, fam, and I want y'all to pay attention to me because I'm not selling. I'm not selling. I'm teaching you. You can buy if you want, but you don't have to. But listen to me. When you producing and when you buying drum samples and you want your sound to sound like a music industry record, something that when you play, you're proud of. You're proud of it. You're so proud of it. You don't care if a person like it or not because you know it sound good. There's things that you have to understand to make your sound like that. And the thing about it, fam, is what it is it's knowledge. It's knowledge. So, for example, you may hear, me in particular, I really like the deep kicks that's being 3 people tracks a lot. And I guess the future name is Detail. I guess the producer name is Detail from Detroit. And he used these specific drum samples, and he got this special type of sizzle and a special type of punch. And it got a tendency to literally punch through all tracks. It punches through, it cuts through like a knife. And it's prestigious, and the presence is there, and it's not overpowering, and it's not underpowering. It's just right there. You can get your samples and you can buy the best samples and things like that. But what we don't understand, or what majority of people don't understand, is that they're using tube amps and plug and preamps and powerful plugins to reproduce those specific sounds. So you're wondering, well, I got the same mic, I got a really good preamp, but why is my vocals not sizzling the way Drake's is, or why my vocals ain't sizzling the way Lil Wayne's or Beyonce's is? I mean, it's just present. Why can't I get it? I'm mixing it the way it's supposed to, I'm mastering the way it's supposed to, but it's still not there. Well, a lot of that is lack of knowledge, and that lack of knowledge is not knowing that they're running their things through preamps and preamps and specific plugins and compressors. Now, right now we're in the digital world, so this is what we have to settle for. But the producers, when these people reproduce these, and the reason why this costs so much is because they are reproducing a $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 preamp. Now, I want you to just think about something real quick. When you run your kick drum, or when you run your vocals, your lead vocals, through a $3,000 or $4,000, $5,000 preamp, do you think that it's going to have a different sound or sizzle as opposed to running it through a $200 or $300 preamp? Now think about that for a second. What reason would TubeTech or what's the other plugin, the LA something, I can't think of it right now, but what reason, the Manly compressors and the Avalon, all these compressors, why would they cost $4,000, $5,000, and $6,000? Well, it's because and what's the difference between a $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 compressor and a $100 or $200 compressor? The difference is industry. It have an industry sound. So a lot of people, for example, like from Detroit, they don't understand that. They don't understand that concept. So a lot of the rappers from Detroit, besides like Eminem and Big Sean, but a lot of the rappers, when they record their vocals, they find that it's not thick enough. It's not raw. It don't have the sizzle. So a lot of times, our sound, they'll stack their vocals and triple it because they're trying to find that sound. But it's the lack of knowledge. It's common knowledge when you walk into a studio in New York. They're gonna have a tube take. They're gonna have API or the big dogs, I can't think of the 1073. They're gonna have these in their studios. It's no question. It's just this is just a part of it. And you wondering when you record something in Detroit, it sounds flat and dry and bland, and there's no punch, there's no kick, there's no power, there's no weight. But when you record your stuff out in Cali or New York, it's effortless weight, effortless crisp, effortless frizz. It's the specific sheen that we're just not getting, and that's just lack of knowledge, fam. So I go back to this, man. Get your knowledge up, fam. Get your knowledge up. If you serious about what you're doing, learn this stuff. You don't have to learn it from me. Go somewhere else. I just try to put it in a way that's in simple terms, where you won't go around all of the crazy talk, and they like to use big words and make you feel dumb and uneducated. So I talk, I bring it down to a 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade level, so that we can all comprehend, from all levels. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, fam, get your game up. So when I was doing the research, I had already had this. I actually downloaded the free version, and if you haven't, you can download the free version because and they give you 30 days. If your budget don't allow you to get this, but this. I was running my, let me show you real quick. Let me just show you the difference here when you running your drum samples hypothetically, or for example, when you run your drum samples through something like this. So let's bypass it and let's solo it, and check this out. We'll loop the drum. I don't wait that long. Okay. Now, in Masters of EQ here, which is actually is bundled. Masters of EQ is $47, but it's bundled with this Memorial Day Madness sale gift here. It's bundled right here, and there's a lot of other things in there. And then actually, it's more than this. I got a lot more tutorials. I got Hip Hop Session Volume 2016, all that stuff. But anyway, you get everything when you order the Empire. But in Masters of EQ, you learn how to use these EQs to do, to do a few things. For example, if you wanted to make it punchy or heavier, or you wanted to bring a specific frequency up, like a knock, you find out where that knock is. If you wanted that knock, this and the other. Okay. Now, that's the cheap, this is the cheap stock EQ. Actually, it's not cheap. It's very excellent. But when you run, first of all, try to keep this in mind. And I'm trying my best to keep this short, but it's almost impossible. I hope you got time to listen, because this is important information. This here is $350. Reason by itself is $399. So the value or the expensiveness of this should let you know that this is really good. And it's hard for us to comprehend it when that's not nothing that we learned and that's not nothing that we're striving for. But I'm telling you, it's important, fam. Listen, if you want your production to sound good and you want it to have a different type of sheen, a different type of prestigiousness, then you're going to understand how these different plugins can add value, real true value to your production work. All right. So anyway, this is an EQ, and this is a good EQ. This is based on the SSL board. But now this is a plugin, $4,000-$5,000 plugin. I mean, not actually plugin. Hold on, let me show you something. This is a plugin that a lot of the artists, even Kanye West, it's a tube tech used exclusively for all Kanye West vocals on his 2013 Yeezus album. And this is it here, Tube Tech CL1B. And this is the physical hardware version of it. This is the hardware version of it. And you can take a listen to it. You can check out the demo. You can go do some comparisons and things like that. But again, we're skeptical human beings. That's just how we are. We're skeptical. So we're not going to look into this, but the sound does it for us, right? So check this out here. Here's the kick. And when you run it through this here, and I don't know if you're going to hear it, but when you run it through this, you hear that it got a specific type of bump. It got a specific type of knock that you're not going to be able to get with just the drum samples alone. Even turning it up, this adds a frequency to that particular kick. Listen, that's before. You hear that? And here's the after. And it really sounds good. Like I got the headphones on and things like that. But that punches through. Now right now I got the preset, set on it. I'm gonna have to move on to some other things too. I'm spending too much time on this, but this is something that I discovered, and instantly it took the already good quality drum samples that I already got, that I already own, and it literally lifted it up. I say it added 80% of magnification to it. So if it was 20% and it was good, but when you add something like this to it, when you add a $4,000 or $5,000 real true preamp simulation to it, well, this is the real preamp. You can imagine how it sound run. I mean, the real amp. You can imagine how it sound running through that. But this is the plug-in version, and it is, to me, it sounds just as good. You know what I'm saying? So the thing, fam, is there's some things out here, and it's better to learn as much as you can. Now, fortunately, fam, I got these tutorials, and I'm the one that usually do all the digging for everybody. I do all the digging, and then I bring it all to you. So if you really want to kind of cut through the chase, man, just get with your homie Grand Tizzle, and make sure you subscribe. And I'm gonna be bringing you the mad tutorials. Like I'm gonna talk about this in a few seconds, but it's my job. That's what I do. Not only do I bring you knowledge that I already have, that's been bedded in your homie Grand Tizzle for ages. Not saying that I'm 100 years old, but I mean, I know a lot of things. But that knowledge also make me journey to other places and learn other things, and kind of filter what's beneficial and what's not beneficial to you. Now, another thing I want to talk about briefly is your music production. Today, it's more than just doing a little something, making little loops. That's kind of the thing of the past right now. Like right now, producers it's more about being really truly productive. And the thing about it is, you want your music to sound as organic and as productive as possible, but you still keep the balance. Now, us hip hop producers, where we just making beats and there's no rappers or vocalists on it, then we're gonna add a little bit more extra to the production just for means of entertainment. But if we had artists on it, then of course we will have to tone it down, not overproduce it, because you want room for the artist. But this is you just use discernment. So right now, to grab the artist or to grab the sale of a rapper or a singer or whatever the case may be, we may entertain listeners through production means, using a few fun tricks and tips and just little things, little toys and twerks and things like that. So with that in mind, I discovered something called Buffer. And I was online looking for some type of way. Sorry about that, y'all. I was online looking for some type of way to do a record stop, but I wanted the record stop to actually be of my whole track, and I didn't even know that this exists. So I did a little bit of research, and I found this very interesting right here. This is a repeater. And what this does is it takes your whole entire track. You put it in the track. You put it at the very top, and what this does is it acts as a sampler to your live music. So, for example, if we play the whole song, you see how this is acting as it's acting like a live sampler. It's acting like a live sampler, and what it does is you can set these parameters. I can set my pitch. This is kind of hard to explain, so I'm gonna try my best. When you plug this up into your section here, this acts as a live sampler, and it runs the entire track. Everything that you see all down here, from the top all the way down to the bottom, it all runs through here before it goes to the mixer. And what it does is, do y'all remember the tutorial where I had the T hi-hat shuffle, where we was actually we created a combinator, and we took the arpeggiator and we assigned different key rates, like 116, 116 triplet, 132, and in this way we're able to, let me show you real quick, we're able to do our shuffle hi-hat shuffles effortlessly. And that's just by hitting one key. Well, that's exactly what this does to the entire track. You see what I'm saying? And we can set the parameters here at 132. I got mine set at 132. The modes, the triplet modes is either 1, 2, 3, or 4. And the length, we got the 1/2, we got the 1/4, the 1/8, the 1/16, and the 132. And I'm going to go to a part where I didn't add the effect, because I actually added the effect. It's up here. And each key is going to play a different length. So let me show you what I'm talking about. If I hit play, so anyway, what I'm doing is I'm touching it. Now, it's not going to do it if the music have to be playing for it to work. But anyway, I'm hitting keys, and the keys is going to reflect the triplet settings that I have here. So I got it all the way up to 132. So when I hit a key down here, it's going to, okay, so you see it hitting right here. And it's going to play it, and you know what? Just download it. Just download it. I'm going to do a whole fresh tutorial showing you guys how to use this. It's very awesome. But I bring that up to say this. You know, it's a few things that you have to invest in. It's a few things that you have to get if you want to up your level. You want to up your game, and you gotta jump into it. Now, you know, a lot of us, we're frugal. You know, we're frugal minded. Some of us simply can't afford it. But let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. If you're serious about this, when you make your investments, and I call them investments, you make your investments based on the fact where, first of all, never make an investment not knowing what you're going to get at the end of the road. Don't invest in, you know, carpet cleaner to carpet clean grass outside. Don't invest in a carpet cleaner to you know, carpet clean the sidewalk, to clean the sidewalk. Invest in a carpet cleaner to clean your carpet. So what you mean, T? I don't know what I mean, because you know what I'm saying? I'm just rambling, but I know it's in my head, and I'm trying to get it out to y'all. What do you mean, T? This is what I mean. When I make an investment, when I make a purchase for something, it's based on a 100% fact that I'm going to use it to my full, I'm going to use it to its full potential. Now, when I make an investment, I say, okay, how can this benefit me? Well, the bottom line is, if I can produce better production, more advanced production, then I can encourage those who need training. I can encourage them. I'm the guy to go to train you for your production. Because if you would like your production to sound like this, or have this type of quality, or this type of sheen, then I'm the guy to go to. Oh, I don't really like his chords. I don't like his progression. I don't like this, but I love the way his kicks sound. I love the way he's doing his bass. If I just knew just that alone, I'll get with him. So I'm trying to do everything I could do to cover all aspects, because everybody's not going to like everything that you do. But if they hear, oh, he got the potential to teach me this thing or that thing, then I'm going to get with him. Why? Why are you going to get with me? Because you know, once you have this skill under your fingernails, you'll be able to up your business. You'll be able to up your sales. You'll be able to persuade other people to buy your product. So you do what you have to do. You make whatever moves you have to make. And it used to be called a sacrifice, but it's how you look at it. Is it a sacrifice, or is it an investment? You know, if you're a painter, you know, you can buy watercolor all day long from Walmart. But if you really want to get some real true sales, and you understand, you see this person selling, that person selling, I'm going to have to invest in some better quality paint. If I invest in some better quality paint, I could charge more, and my images can have a much richer look. So you compare, try to visualize if you're using red watercolor or rich pigment red acrylic, which colors is going to stand out the most? You're going to get more pigment, more color, more pop off that red acrylic that you bought at maybe Joann Fabrics or some type of Blake art store. So that's what it is, fam. You know, we save a little, and keep this in mind too. When you invest knowing you're going to get a return on your investment. Know it. Never doubt it. know you're going to get a return on your investment. Now, that's important. We're talking business right now, and I'm talking entrepreneurship right now. I'm not talking all of that other jazz crap where I'm trying to persuade you to do something that you really don't need. That's not what I ain't doing that. I'm talking we're talking entrepreneurship. And I told y'all that not only are we going to learn, production and art and design and media, but we're going to also learn entrepreneurship and motivation and inspiration. Now, right now, I ain't trying to motivate or inspire. I'm talking about money, real money, getting paid, really, truly getting paid. Really get paid for what you do. And you have to invest. There's no way around it. And if you're not that type of person, you might be in the wrong business because you have to invest. So the first thing I encourage you to do, even before you invest in this, and I know it might about to sound cliche, but even before you invest in something like this, invest in your knowledge. Invest in your knowledge, fam. Invest in your knowledge. Okay? So with all that being said, I have a campaign running. Y'all could take advantage of the madness, or you don't have to. It's up to you. But I promise you, you're going to come full circle, and you're going to have to come back and learn these basics. Now, you can learn it from your Grand Tizzle for like $10 a session. And again, it's more than this. I haven't upgraded my images or whatever. Or you can, you can go to different sources. You got places like Udemy.com. You got places like Lynda.com. It got a lot of knowledge there. But your homie Grand Tizzle is giving you that knowledge at the fraction of a cost. And we're going to follow up. We're going to do some. And the thing about it is, it's going to be specific driven. Like, this is a music business specific. So anything that have to do with the music business, mixtapes have a lot to do with the music business. Matter of fact, everything. Music videos, everything to do with the music business. Music production, mixing and mastering, everything to do with the music business. So that's what we're covering, fam. So I wanted to, come over and encourage you and kind of talk to you. It's like we're having a business meeting right now, all right? Because, I'm teaching you, teaching you production and things like that. But it's also how to think like an entrepreneur, how to be an entrepreneur. And there's a few other secrets that I'm gonna talk to you guys about. And make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all go over to todaysbeats.com, become a member, sign up for my newsletter, because I'm gonna be sending out some private sessions, some private videos to a few of y'all, the ones that I see that's very serious, and give you some insight on the mindset of a successful human being, the mindset of an entrepreneur. And it's some secrets. It is. It's some secrets. And once you get this knowledge, it's going to definitely 100% change your life. I promise you that. I promise you. I promise you that with conviction, wholehearted conviction. Or it's going to change your life. So if you don't want to go off on that, get too deep about it, then I'll tell you what. Just follow suit, and I encourage y'all to go and take advantage of the sales. It's only going to be 3 days. Once you land on the page, it's going to be a 3-day option for you. It's up to you. The price is definitely going to go back up to normal because it's just what I have to do. But I just wanted to run that by you guys, and we got a lot more to come. But I need to talk to you guys every now and again. I show y'all tidbits and things like that. But, every now and again, I got to talk to y'all, see where your head at, and to make sure that, everybody is on the path. You're doing this, you're doing it for a reason. Don't waste your time. Well, I don't say don't waste your time learning something that's not going to benefit you. My whole thing is, what are you going to do with the knowledge after you get it? That's my whole thing. We all in it to make some money. We all in it to make a living. We all in it for the love and passion. But if you can make money while you're doing something that you love with a passion, come on. All right, so that's it, fam. Just want y'all to think about that, and make sure y'all subscribe, share, whatever how you do. Like, thumb up, thumb down. Do what it do. And I guess that's it, fam. It's your homie Grand Tizzle, and thank you for spending 35 minutes with me. Let me talk to you, encourage you, inspire you, talking about entrepreneurship. Till the next time I see you in a minute, I'll see y'all when I spin it. Pills niece.
Anything is possible. If you can think it, you can do it. The only limitation, the only obstacle is your brain. If you believe it, you can achieve it. If you don't, you won't. It's just that simple. We at Red Media Art understands this, but we encourage you to do more than just learn. We at Red Media Art want to push you, inspire you, invoke you to shoot beyond what you believe is possible. We understand the true secrets of success, the way the mind works in learning environments, how the brain releases dopamine each time you learn something new, and how you can change your life simply by changing your mind and sticking to it. We not only train you in developing a skill, but we also train you in developing a mindset, helping you to become far beyond your own abilities and helping